But we just have to understand that when a transformational figure enters the fray, you got to pause and then isolate and compartmentalize and give them the love that they're due. And in this case, it belongs to Caitlin Clark.
One that can do what Caitlin Clark did. Bring all those eyes. For pure basketball purists, there's nobody like her.
Caitlin Clark has once again made history in the world of women's basketball. Just when we thought her incredible, record-breaking season couldn't get any more impressive, she has achieved something that no athlete has been able to do in recent memory. That's right, Caitlin Clark has set yet another record, and this time, she hasn't even taken the court yet. In an astounding feat, she has swept every major Global Athlete of the Year award. She was named *S Athlete of the Year, followed by receiving *SBJ's Business Athlete of the Year award and the prestigious Associated Press Female Athlete of the Year honor. This basketball phenom seems unstoppable, breaking barriers in the sport and beyond. However, what makes this moment even more intriguing is the reaction from her competitor, Angel Reese. Reese is far from impressed and has openly denied that Clark deserves these accolades, sparking a surprising and controversial response from the basketball community.
It's been hard for me, but adjusting and just kind of have that mindset of like just moving on has been something I try to give myself a little bit of grace.
Caitlin Clark is box office. She is a star. If Angel Reese was older, I would have gotten on her about what she just said. Because I would have been like, how naive can you be? But she is young. It's only 22.
Can you even imagine the drama that's currently unfolding in the world of sports? What initially seemed like an ordinary award season has now evolved into something far more intense, a so-called rivalry that's dominating headlines and stirring up conversations everywhere. But hold on a moment, this so-called rivalry isn't perceived the same way by everyone. On one hand, we have Caitlin Clark, a superstar known for her extraordinary skills on the court, captivating audiences with her exceptional talent. On the other hand, we have Angel Reese, a rising star who seems more focused on her social media presence, particularly on TikTok, than engaging in any true on-court competition. While one side is clearly invested in showcasing their skills and building their reputation through athleticism, the other appears to be more concerned with leveraging their fame for a different kind of attention. This stark contrast is what has fueled the public's fascination and debate about this rivalry. One side sees it as a genuine competition for supremacy, while the other seems to be involved in the drama more for the spectacle.
Stance on that. So my whole thing was like, when I got drafted, number 7. So I'm like, cool. Like, the pressure is not even on me because I'm drafted 7, so the pressure shouldn't be up there. So I'm like, all right, cool. I can just hoop. I'm like, all right, cool.
It's because you started killing it.
Well, yeah.
And they're like, oh,
I'm still a rookie. I'm still figuring it out. Trying to figure things.
We're about to dive into a story that's creating a massive stir throughout the basketball world. This saga has everything that fans love to talk about: Caitlin Clark's unparalleled talent, her fierce competitive drive, and Angel Reese's unforgettable, often hilarious antics. This is one drama you definitely don't want to miss. Curious to see how it all plays out? Well, let's break it down and delve into why Caitlin Clark's recent success has been the talk of the town, capturing the attention of everyone in the basketball community.
Reese is a wonderful player, but she does not compare to what and who Caitlin Clark is when she's on the basketball floor. Plain and simple.
Now, let's take a closer look at exactly what made Caitlin Clark's season so remarkable and why she's earned every single one of those prestigious awards. Her performance on the court didn't just mark an outstanding year in the WNBA, it redefined what it means to have a breakout season. You may be wondering, how did she manage to pull this off? Don't worry, we're going to unpack everything she achieved and explain why it's not just an ordinary season, it's one for the history books.
Angel Reese spoke to the media. She didn't speak to the media after the game against Caitlin Clark, but a member of the Chicago Sky, the national title winner at LSU, and she talked about where all this attention started with her and Caitlin Clark.
Let's start by talking about the records Clark didn't just break, but absolutely demolished. When I said she achieved something that no player in WNBA history has ever done, I wasn't exaggerating. Caitlin Clark didn't just break a couple of records, she shattered an incredible 62 records. Yes, you heard that right, 62 records. It's difficult to even fathom the scale of this achievement. This isn't just a historic moment in the league, it's a feat that transcends what we've seen in women's basketball, elevating Clark's legacy to a whole new level.
Is to be one of the best players in the world one day. I wouldn't expect anything less than that.
But here's where things get even more thrilling. Caitlin Clark's mind-blowing performance wasn't just about the individual accolades and stats. Her impact extended to the team itself, with her exceptional play being a key factor in helping the Indiana Fever secure their first playoff spot in nearly a decade. That's right, Clark didn't just elevate her own game, she helped completely shift the trajectory of an entire franchise. Her leadership and skill transformed the Fever into contenders, marking a huge milestone for the team.
History for the Fever rookie! At this point, continue to be myself, and I think a lot of good will come from that.
And as if her on-court achievements weren't impressive enough, Clark's influence off the court has been absolutely game-changing. Check this out. During her rookie season, WNBA merchandise sales skyrocketed by an astonishing 500%. That's right, a 500% increase in sales, which is essentially a six-fold boost. It's as if Caitlin Clark waved a magic wand, and suddenly, the WNBA was on everyone's radar. But it's not just about jerseys and memorabilia. Clark's presence has been a driving force in the league's entire cultural and commercial resurgence. Viewership has soared, attendance is hitting all-time highs, and the WNBA is now reaching audiences it could never have imagined before.
Phenomenon. Caitlin Clark is a phenomenon.
Even sports economists are beginning to take notice of Caitlin Clark's immense impact on the world of basketball. One leading expert, Laviel, who's widely recognized in the field, recently described Clark as a lightning rod for women's basketball. And honestly, he's spot on. Clark's influence has been so profound that many are now comparing her to Michael Jordan in terms of revolutionizing the popularity of the game. Let's break it down with some staggering numbers. It's estimated that Caitlin Clark's rookie season generated a jaw-dropping $36 million for Indianapolis alone. This kind of impact is what gets team owners and city officials talking and paying attention. But that's not where it stops. Laviel predicts that the combined value of professional women's basketball across the board will skyrocket by a staggering $1.6 billion within the next 3 years. Yes, that's billion, with a B. We're talking about a game-changing moment for women's sports that could alter the landscape of the entire industry.
Look at this the way I did with Michael Jordan. Now, she's not the Michael Jordan of her sport as far as athleticism, playing, dominating. But A'ja Wilson is the best player in the game. Not even a debate. But I'm talking about value now. Value to a franchise, value to a league, getting your team in the playoffs. They had the number one pick. They were the worst team last year. And there is value that I can attach to them.
So, what does all this mean for Caitlin Clark and the future of the WNBA? It's simple. Caitlin Clark isn't just another basketball star. She's a full-blown phenomenon that's reshaping the sport in ways we've never seen before. She's redefining the game, both on and off the court, drawing in a massive new fan base while also driving significant economic growth. Her influence extends far beyond the numbers on the stat sheet, proving she is exactly the kind of superstar the WNBA has needed to help transform the league's future and secure its place in the broader sports world.
Talking about value, Michael Jordan was the most valuable player every single year because of what he meant to his team and what he meant to the league. And, oh, by the way, winning 6 titles. Can't argue with that. Caitlin Clark may not win titles. Las Vegas is still a great team. But the fact that she is doing what she's doing and at a very high level, you know, it's now commonplace where she'll go for 26 and 12. I mean, those are great numbers for any player, no matter how long you've been in the league.
Caitlin Clark's journey to securing all these prestigious awards might seem like an inevitable triumph, but the full story is much more layered and complex. We can't forget about Angel Reese, the other rookie who had the basketball world buzzing at the same time. The media framed their so-called rivalry as the ultimate showdown, a battle for supremacy that had fans on the edge of their seats, eagerly anticipating every matchup. But how close was this competition really?